people, they've seen so many stories like this one I'm about to share, but younger people may not be aware of these games. That's why you should go ahead and share this video with your family, your siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews, your kids. Take a second to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel.
And before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the men that taught me this word. I want to give honors and respect to the brothers that's out here laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And I want to say shalom to the believers out there, the brothers and the sisters. So yeah, what I got pulled up right here is Pink Book Lessons. It's this young lady who make videos basically on bringing truth, telling the truth about women, how they get down, you know, about their evil ways, you know. So I watch her videos, you know, every now and then, every blue moon from time to time. You know, she be having some good little comment far as, you know, shedding light on these chicks out here. So, you know, I came across this video and I figure I'll bring a little edification on it because the scriptures, it goes into every aspect of life. No matter what you're going through, been through, you can go in the scriptures and find it, you know. So, you know, I just thought that I might bring a little edification. All right, check it out.
Click that notification bell for updates. And if you're new, include new subscriber in your comment below. And I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you. If you're from Memphis, Tennessee, Arizona, Cincinnati, Ohio, or the Bronx, New York, definitely let me know below in the comments. But let's go ahead and get into it. There was a woman in the Bronx. Let's call her Juliet. She went on Instagram to find men, struck up conversations with them. And out of all of the men, she was able to convince 2 of them to meet up with her. She planned to meet one of them on December 3rd, 2021, and the other on the following day on December 4th. These men, they were happy to meet up with a new from IG who had offered them to hang out with her in the Bronx. So they're thinking, okay, she's an attractive woman. Everything is all good. So December 3rd, the first Romeo, he's 24 years old. He met up with Juliet at 11:30 p.m. near a contractor's office on Anthony Avenue, near the Cross Bronx Expressway in Claremont Village. And the IG Juliet, she showed up. She's a real person. You know, just like he thought she would be from the pictures, videos, and IG stories. But it's one thing he didn't know. Juliet didn't show up alone. He found out very quickly that she had 2 men with her. They ordered Romeo at gunpoint to remove his clothing and property, and then the men got into Romeo's 2018 Infiniti and drove off with his car. The next day, December 4th, that's the day Juliet convinced another Romeo, we'll call him Romeo 2. Juliet was able to convince a 27-year-old man to meet her on a residential block in Eastchester. According to authorities, Romeo 2 showed up at about 8:00 p.m. and he was confronted by 2 men who took his cell phone, his coat, a chain, and a gold ring. Unlike Romeo 1, Romeo 2 managed to get away with his car, but as he was speeding away, the 2 men opened fire, striking his car as he fled away. Fortunately, Romeo 1 and Romeo 2, they're doing okay, they got away, but the 2 men and the Juliet from IG, they're still out there and possibly coming for more Romeos in the Bronx. Now, some people may say, well...
Now, as you can see by these 2 scenarios, you got this chick who basically setting up dudes, you know. And that's why you brothers out here, be careful, you know. Be careful now. You brothers got the liberty to, you know, date and all of that things, you know, but it's just my perspective. Be careful when you on IG, Facebook, Twitter. Hell, you even got to be careful if you in the club or meet a chick anywhere. You know, be circumspect, you know, to the best of your ability, you know, because, hey, this is happening, you know. Matter of fact, let me just get into it. Because there's nothing new under the sun, all right? And what I said earlier about the scriptures touching on every aspect of life, it really does, you know? All right. So we in Judges chapter 16, starting at verse 4, right? And it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him, and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him. And we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. All right, so here you got Delilah. The Philistines, they want to know about Samson's strength. And once they, if she do the job right, what's she going to get? Payment. All right, it's sort of similar in them two stories. That chick who set them dudes up, best believe she was going to reap some type of benefits, All right, verse 6. And Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. And Samson said unto her, if they bind me with 7 green withs that were never dried, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Now you already see Delilah, she in on it. She like, okay, I want to get this money. I'm gonna set them up. See? Because nothing is new under the sun. You got modern day Delilahs. You see what I'm saying? See how the scriptures rock, man. Every aspect of life, So verse 8, then the lords of the Philistines brought up to her 7 greens with, which had not been dried, and she bound him with them. Now there were men lying in wait, abiding with her in the chamber, and she said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he brake the withs, as a thread of tow is broken when it touches the fire. So his strength was not known. And Delilah said unto Samson, behold, thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray thee, wherewith thou mightest be bound. Verse 11. And he said unto her, if they bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Delilah therefore took new ropes and bound him therewith, and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And there were liars in wait abiding in the chamber. And he brake them from off his arms like a thread. And Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web. And she fastened it with the pin, and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awake out his sleep, and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web. And she said unto him, how canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me? Thou hast mocked me these 3 times, and hast not told me wherein thy great strength lies. So Delilah, and a lot of time, fellas, especially you young cats, these girls, they can talk that game to you. They'll put that guilt trip on you, and they'll play on your emotions when they know that your heart is invested in them. All right. And we going to see, reading on, verse 16. And it came to pass when she pressed him daily with her words and urged him, so that his soul was vexed unto death, that he told her all his heart, and said unto her, there have not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite unto the Most High from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak and be like any other man. And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, come up this once, for he hath showed me all his heart. Then the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and brought the money in their hand. And so you can, like I told you, when women, a lot of times, especially for you young cats, really, because men that's, older, they tend to know about these things. But you young cats, when you dealing with a chick and she knows you like her, she's going to play on that, whether it be severe or minor. You see what I'm saying? She might give you little tests. She might do little things to test you. All right. And see, Delilah kept In verse 16, it says, and it came to pass when she pressed him daily with her words and urged him, so that his soul was vexed unto death. See, she kept going. She kept at it, you know. Then when he told her, you know, because like it said in what's this verse 18, and when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called for the Lord of the Philistines, man. And that's what he did. He gave his strength to a woman. You know, he told, matter of fact, let's just get it. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 31. Verse 3, it says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways that which destroyeth kings. See? And giving your strength to a woman, you know, that's meaning your energy, all your time, your resources, your money. And that's what a lot of guys out here do. They giving their strength unto these women and they stressed out, man. You feel me? Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. A lot of women have destroyed good men. You see what I'm saying? Because they gave their strength unto her, you know? So going back to Judges, chapter 16, where was we at? We was at departed. Matter of fact, I'll just start back at we was at 18. And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called for the Lord of the Philistines, saying, come up this once, for he hath showed me all his heart. Then the Lord of the Philistines came up unto her and brought money in their hand. And she made him sleep upon her knees. And she called for a man. And she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head. And she began to afflict him. And his strength went from him. See, back to Proverbs 31 and 3. Give not thy strength to the woman. See, verse 20, and she said, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out his sleep and said, I will go out as at the other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that the Lord was departed from him. See, 21, but the Philistines took him and put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza and bound him with fetters, and bound him with fetters of brass, and he did grind in the prison house. See? And that's pretty much the point, because when you read down in this story, his hair grew back, and, you know, they had bound him up, and he was bound to these pillars of the house where the Philistines was at, and he called upon the Lord, and the Lord gave him the strength. And he broke the pillars and brought the house down, killing the Philistines and himself. See? And that's the end of a story. That's the end of the story, man. You know? But that was all from Delilah, for him giving in to this chick. You know? Matter of fact, that's going to take me to, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7. 26, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. See? All right. And even when you go back to this video, because there's more stories on this video about some guys getting set up. You know, even a young cat, he got killed. Matter of fact, this the point. This, you know, you fellas, be careful. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, you know, a lot of these dudes, you know, because like it said, whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. See? And when you pleasing the Most High, sometimes he'll shield you from these wicked women. A lot of these dudes out here, they foul in their own ways. That's why they, you know, getting set up and wet up by these chicks. You see what I'm saying? But overall, the point of the lesson is, you fellas, be circumspect, be careful. All right. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Till the next lesson, Shalom.